Good morning and welcome to another day of the video. And yes, surprisingly, it is another day, even though it looks identical in every way, shape or form, except for the fact that I have a different t-shirt on. And that is because, at its essence, it is the same freaking day. I am just sat here, doing maths, the computer, once again. Except now, father isn't in bed, so I can talk relatively loudly because he's gone to work. And mother's gone to the horses. I should be at work, but I've booked the day off for holiday to revise. How sad is that, using holiday to revise? But I have to, I've booked off today and tomorrow, so I'm now not into work till next week. It's bloody brilliant. Oh, it's so good. So today, if you didn't know, and I believe it's not in America, I'm not sure on that, you may have to check me, but it's Father's Day and I ran out of time. I didn't have time to go and get father like a present or anything because I was late getting to work, so I was going to get something from work, get there early, get it from work, and then I didn't have a car all day and I've been sat doing a revision all day. So today I cheated and downloaded him some apps I gifted him some apps on my iTunes account to his iPad, which is here, bless him. And he's like, oh, you didn't get me anything. I'm like, check your iPad, check your emails, blah, 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 let's see. So because he's sad and addicted, I've got him every single Angry Birds. Because he's got them on his phone, but he doesn't have them on his iPad. So I bought them for him. And I also got him the latest Temple Run and Doom. Because he loves Doom, and I love Doom. And the secret is, right, if you're ever buying presents for someone, make sure they're presents that you can use as well. That's the way we roll in this house. If we buy you something, it's because we want it. So that's what I did. I bought him all of those, and I bet you I'll use, apart from the Angry Birds, I bet you I'll use them more. He won't play with Doom, for example. He was just like, oh, Doom, that's a really good idea, thank you, but you will never play it because it's too complicated, bless him. Else, I only ever really use this iPad for music anyway, so let's put some tunes on, I suppose. I'm doing mechanics. I'm so bored of doing mechanics. And I keep finding, right, this question is bull. I've been reading the mark scheme like 80 times, and I've gotten their answer, and I've gotten my answer. Oh, mechanics 3, oops. Right, okay, well, essentially what it is you've got a great big box, okay? And then at the bottom of the box on one side, you've got a piece of string, and the string is lifting it up. So it's got a vertical force lifting it up, and then there's like a 10-degree angle it's lifted up by. You've got to calculate how much force you need to put into the string to lift it up, okay? So it's done it in his, I've done it essentially, right? Because it's a pivot. If you have, say, a box here, wrong hand, let me do that. Okay, here's the box, here's the centre of mass, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there's the pivot point there. The centre of mass is at the tip of my thumb. Okay, this has got a force that's pushing it down, and there's a pivot that's pushing it that way as well because it's like a book, that's how I always remember it. So then if I've also got my vertical force, which is further up here, it's upwards there, this will have a component going that way, henceforth opposing the weight going this way, down like that there. And it'll have a force, I've given up on that, it's way too hard to depict with just my hands. Then it's got a force going in the opposite direction, obviously, right? So it's got two directions this force has, but the mark scheme is like, ignore this direction, have this instead. I'm like, whoa, son, you're wrong. That is definitely a thing. You are a wrong-ass mofo. You need to get out of line, get out of town. So essentially, yeah, he's not too happy about that. That is bang out of order, bled. Bang out of bloody order. Else though, because I can't find my iPod, it seems to have disappeared somewhere, I'm going to put some music on through the iPad instead. And try and figure out why they've ignored that. And then move on to some physics, and then probably some stats. I'm not sure if I'll have time to do some Core 4 yet. I've been a bit lazy, to be honest. Well, I haven't been lazy, but I've just been slow. Trying to figure this out, actually, why they've been such morons. Hello, new neighbours. Do you like my loud music? It's good, isn't it? In other news, while I'm revising my maths, I've now moved on to stats. Now, and stats, I am pretty damn rusty at stats, actually. I haven't done that for like 2 months. So I'm ploughing through. I'm still not, well, I'm not really struggling. It's amazing stats. They give you like a 7 mark. Look at this, look. Look at this. Ridiculous amount of marks for tiny little... If you did that much work in an FP2, you wouldn't even get a mark. They wouldn't even bother giving you a mark for that. But hey ho, I am not complaining. I'm just ploughing on through. Yeah, I'm a little bit rusty on it, but it's not a case that I can't do it. It's just noticing what I have to do and when, but that's always the problem with stats anyway. I'm still feeling relatively confident for it. I'm not going to lie. I'd say mechanics is the one I'm least confident for. But not because I can't do it, because I just make stupid mistakes all the time. But it's usually obvious that you made a mistake. Like stats, you can, to a certain extent, number crunch it. There's a certain point in here, just about here, where you're standardising a normal blah blah blah. Sometimes, and I don't know when, you have to put over n here, because if you've got a sample size of 40 up there, there you go. You've sometimes got to put over n there, right? And I didn't know whether you've got to do over n or not there, so I just kind of did a big square bracket, put 390 in it, and then figured out what this came out as. And it came out as this. I was like, well, I wonder what it comes out if I put n over it. You put n over it, and it comes up at about minus, no it didn't, did it? Not minus. It came up as about 7.29, which is a little bit out of range of the tables, so must be wrong. Number crunch the hell out of stats, it's great. Anyway, what was I excited about that I wanted to tell you? Yes, look at this. It's ever so exciting. Ignoring the dust on my screen, look at that, 99 subscribers on this channel right here. Dragging in very close on the main channel, which is now at 138, but I haven't done anything for the main channel in a long time, so I'm surprised that's even risen. It's so exciting. I've never really, honestly, like tracked the views on this channel until very recently, when one of them went to like 150 views for no apparent reason whatsoever. And then I started tracking the subscribers, but I don't check the analytics. Like I put titles and stuff and put in the tags that I think will get it views, but I never like look back at it. But every now and again I'll look at the subscribers, I'll look at where the videos are where the views are coming from, blah 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 blah. And then I figure out an average view. I like finding out averages and stuff. So I know for a fact that the average amount of clips in all of the videos ever has been 27.8, and I know that because of the video file in this comes out as about 6,000 or something ridiculous like that. I haven't checked that in ages actually, I should check that. I know how many views I get per video, on average is 38, and I haven't gone below average in about 2 weeks now, which is exciting, and 99 subscribers. It goes up like once every day. Maybe it'll even go to 100 today, maybe not, probably not, but maybe. And it's just ever so exciting, and I'd like to thank you. I would like to thank you for subscribing or caring about my life, really. Even though I know the vast majority of you don't watch, because it's daily vlogging, isn't it? Not every single video is interesting. I wouldn't watch me all the time if I didn't have to when I was editing it. So there's an honest opinion. Oh, and watch Tom now unsubscribe. If I go to 100, I bet you £20, £20, Tom, that you will, even though I've said this, you will unsubscribe to make me go down to 99 again. Bet you. But yeah, anyway, I'm statsing, sorry. See, look, just proved my point on the very next question. Here, look, I don't know whether this is going to be over n or not, and n is 4 this time. So I typed it into my calculator. I'm doing a significance test, and I've got to get close to 10%. We're testing whether it's accepted or not, which usually means they wouldn't ask you if it's going to be like 50%. So you've got to be pretty damn close to 10%. So I do the significance test to see what value it's going to come out for me to check up on the tables, right? And I do it without over 4, and it comes up with, what did it come up with? Let me find out for you. Don't mind this awkward wait for me to find out. You come up with negative 0.65. Negative 0.65 gives you a rough thingy of about 25%. Why would they ask you to compare the significance values if it's 25%? I know. Let's put it over 4. And let's just see what it comes out with. Puts it over 4, what do you get? You get negative 1.3, which gives you around about 10%. You're so readable, stats. You're so number crunch worthy. There's literally no point even revising you. You just sit in the exam and you number crunch the hell out. Physics is like that. You just number crunch the hell out of it. You don't know what you're doing. It gives you a list of numbers, times them all together, see if you get anywhere near what you want. Done. Sorry about that. I've got to go to bed.